Hello, Danger Nettles. Alright, so I have a little thing to announce. I'm probably not gonna read as much SCPs as I usually do, is because, funny enough, that content farm stream went to shit after you left Hatchet because Jerry had to leave. And then after that, I got a high temperature, like 102.5, and I found out I got the common cold. But it wasn't just the common cold, I also had strep. I feel a lot better. I got over the common cold, but I still slightly have strep, so I'm not gonna read a whole bunch because I'm gonna overwork myself. What I'm thinking is I'll mainly read the brief descriptions right here. I thought that'd be fair. Yeah, pretty much. just just Tuesday was just not a good day to stream. Not Tuesday, it was Monday actually. Yeah, Monday was not a good day to stream. It was not a good day to stream. I just thought to say that publicly because I thought that was kind of funny. How that they just went to shit. Yeah. All right. So the next group, I mean, well, technically the first group of interest of the night, SPI overview. Uh, Schizozama Project Institute is a terrorist environmental protection organization with the intent of protecting neglected race life forms. Oh boy. The SPI advocated that both non-anomalous lives and anomalous lives are part of the ecosystem of the Earth. According to the known information, the SPI may be the coalition of several loose groups, including a sacred bloodstone garden, the Rich P breeding research base, the I mean, they're making species no longer endangered by repopulating. Sorry. Anyways, the RICPI, Rare Ignore Creature Protect Institute, Tanlu University, and SPI. Among them, RICPI is the most active branch, which most of the large quantities of anomalous creatures contained by the Foundation. The dissection of its members' corpses showed that there are about redacted types of parasites, of which 30% are rare types of less records, and the other 70% are never discovered before. What was crossed out is this characteristic may be a possible way to identify SPI spies for the Foundation. Currently, the anomalous items retrieved from SPI are mostly anomalous creatures contained by SPI or from its life protection zones, and some of the other anomalous items are transferred to the front companies or containment sites of the Foundation through unknown methods by the SPI. The Foundation should be alerted of the SPI spies within the Eternal. It is known that the conflicts between SPI and the Foundation have all occurred when the Foundation tried to contain the anomalous objects before they have yet to show negative effects. When the anomalous objects have caused negative effects, the SPI members will assist the members of the Foundation for containment procedures. Some informatics showed that what was thought to be the different consistent organization SPI may be different departments of SPI, but the SPI Special Management System and its high information management ability have kept the suspicion unconfirmed. I already got a bad idea from the first fucking sentence. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot. Some groups of interest call it Surface Hand Terrorist. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Hatchet. Guess how many SCPs there are. Alright. What about you, Jiri? Oh, you said one? Alright, we'll see. Three! I guess we'll go from lowest number to highest number. Oh god, the ethics committee. That ain't a good sign. Okay, this one's short. I can read this one. Alright. SCP-CN-011, Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures, Site CN-108 has been constructed around 011-A to serve as a containment location. MTF, what that is, -8 Invincible Fortress has been assigned to the site to assist in containment operations. A full unit of Foundation researchers is being stationed at -A security room. The information within document CN011, redacted, has been confirmed to be able to ensure the subject survives and is effectively contained. Two groups of standard level 0 transport personnel have been assigned to Site CN108 for carrier work. Current containment procedures have been devised based on document CN011, redacted. Containment programs should be carried out based on document D-1. Document D-1. Ethics Committee. Safety certified. It has been confirmed that SCP-CN011 can only survive if the following procedures are followed. Please perform the containment work in accordance with the following program. The entire containment process is to operate on a 6-day cycle with days designated D1 through 6. D1. Broadcast message A. Clear up products from the previous cycle. All remaining products are to be brought to Zone 3 after taking a sample. D2. Broadcast message B. Retrieve goods from Zone 2. Goods marked New Product are to be placed in Zone 1's New Product Zone. All other products are to be placed as required. D3. Broadcast message C. Inspect Site CN108. D4. Broadcast message D. Inspect placement of goods. Inspect Site CN108. D5. Sales Day 1 open 40% of Zone 1. D6. Sales Day 2 open the remaining 60% of Zone 1. Important. All personnel are to use non-lethal weapons. SCP-CN011 instances are not to be allowed into zones other than Zone 1. Description: SCP-CN011 is a humanoid organism that typically walks on two legs. However, when its body is overloaded, it will crawl on all floors. No mouth visual perception organ or olfactory perception. organ has been found on 011. Autopsy shows that the organism does not possess any organ that performs the function of the human brain. The object possesses 4 redacted irregular limbs extending from its back. The abdomen is creased, allowing it to be expanded into a bag-like structure. Initial autopsy shows that the structure can hold up to 1.5 liters. However, the surveillance footage shows that this structure can hold objects totaling 3 to 4 meters squared. As the structure rapidly shrinks and disappears after an instance dies, no further research has been possible. 011 was discovered in a major nature reserve. However, the Foundation confirmed and redacted that this was not an official nature reserve of the area's government or a front for a group of interests. After dispatching MTF sacrificial lambs to this area for further investigation, the Foundation discovered a large supermarket the supermarket designated -A, containing 4 recorded messages in document CN011 redacted, the contents of which have been integrated into current containment protocol. The condition of the area indicates that -A had not been opened for use. For a full process, see report CN011-2 redacted 05-redacted. Document CN011 redacted confirmed the existence of 011. Redacted days after initial containment, 011 instances showed a negative turn and behavior began to die in large numbers. Jesus! Site Director Research Ling Xuan made a request to the Ethics Committee and subsequently began containment trials. However, after researcher Lin died of schizosoma, a new site director was sent to the site to officially begin containment work. 011 did not act between D1 and D3. At 22 o'clock on D4, CN11 gathered at the front door of -A. After its opening, entered the building using their 4 limbs to pick up items and put them into their bag-like structures, after which 011 will leave from the cashiers after being told at the window that their spending exceeds the quota. 011 instances will use their 4 limbs to break off the limbs on their back and place them on the other side of the placement counter. Jesus! Analysis of the product packages indicates that they contain 011's severed limbs. Addendum 1 document CN011 redacted. RICPI Executive Committee. Oh. Species number 206197909020001. Species name Homo sapiens pachy. Romero 1979. Protection level rarely neglected. This distribution originally discovered in data expunged, after which occasional specimens were discovered in various provinces. Eastern China, due to the species' weakness, RICPI artificially moved the subjects to PS-CC-12, no reports from other regions. Overview data expunged. Research history. Professor Romero discovered this species in 1979. Research on the species has been continuous up until today. However, frequent accidents and external factors led to the subject's deaths. Original footnote including looting, rumors spreading, and missing sales times. By 2 redacted, species numbered erased, RICPI decided to collect the remaining specimens in a protected zone. See protection measures. Protection measures as members of the species will die if left without vital energy for too long. Containment operations shall focus on maintaining the vitality of the species and preventing the death of organisms. Protection Site PS-CC-12 has been constructed in Central China Zone 12 and consists of 2 components: the primary source of food First species consists of species 10003 planted underground. All organisms capable of providing 011 nutrition were found in the soil around Site CN108. The source of 011's energy remains unknown. To ensure the continued life of 011, the site itself is used to train the species to maintain their vitality. See below. Training process: the training of the species is to operate on a 6-day cycle. Each cycle consists of two sections, D1 through 4, being advertising, and D5 through 6, being sales. The cycle is as follows. D1 broadcast message A, clear up products from the previous cycle. Class A and B products are to be relabeled and moved to the barking zone. Class C products are to be placed in the sorting section. Do not enter the warehouse. D2 broadcast message B, workers are to retrieve products from the warehouse. Goods marked new product are to be placed in a new arrival zone. Workers who are unwell are to immediately return to St. Bloodstone's Park, stock goods. D3 broadcast message C, stock goods, personnel are to go for checkups. D4 broadcast message D, stock goods, personnel are to go for checkups, and information of the protection measures is being checked. D5 sales period begins, open 40% of the area. D6 second day of sales period begins, open remains 60% of the area. Notes and examples of unexpected occurrences, data lost. Addendum 2. Contents of 011-A's broadcast. Message A 1 hour and 60-minute talk show in which two reviewers discuss a new model of a famous manufacturer's famous product. The contents of the discussion include whether the new model exists and when it will be released. Of note is that what the famous product actually is or does is omitted from the broadcast. Message B, an advertisement for the new model of the famous manufacturer's famous product, including information such as the product will soon go on sale, a full remodeling of the previous generation, as above. No concrete information about the product is provided. Message C, broadcast of over 3 hours containing an apology from the famous manufacturer over delays in production, a street interview with the public about the delays in production of the famous product, and two talk shows, of which the first discusses what effects the delays will have on the market, and the second discusses whether the product actually exists. Message D, a short message thanks to the diligent effort of our company and all of you. The new product will be released tomorrow at 7. Data expunged. Okay, I believe Hatch is definitely right about the group. Yeah, yes. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes forget that good people can be labeled as terrorists. Yeah. Alright, so who would like to read SCP-CN 1552? It's actually shorter than the other one. All right. Yeah. I'll put it in chat. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait, what?
Anyway,
All of a sudden, OBS just cut you guys from being able to speak. It glitched.
oh,
Had we been being heard before this?
I don't know. It was you. I know it was working earlier because I was playing Power World earlier. Did it just like decide fuck you?
it's
I
not the
guess.
first time it's decided fuck you.
Yeah. Well, at least we didn't get through the article.
Okay. Item number SCP-CM-1552. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures. I'm going to take a drink of soda. Description. Special containment procedures are drink soda. Special containment procedures. Following approval by the Ethics Committee, the Foundation has established a location for a solid limestone cube measuring 5 meters on each side in an uninhabited area in redacted Tibet Autonomous Region to contain the object. Foundation personnel stationed at this area are to constantly monitor 1552 using infrared heat cameras. What the hell's the constant beeping?
Let me just mute other discords.
It's Morse code.
It's
Okay.
people talking that I did not expect to talk, and they're doing it rapidly.
Tibet region. So I'm guessing that's what like Tibet is called in China. Foundation personnel stationed at this area are to constantly monitor. Oh, wait, I already read that. Each week, the limestone cube is to be replaced. Following incident 1552-T, personnel who detect an increase in dash 1552's consumption rate or branching rate are to immediately report this information to Dr. How is that name pronounced? Quinn?
Probably Quinn.
Uh,
Guess I can just look it up.
Yeah.
I do not know what name you're.
Quin.
Huh,
Oh,
I
it
do not
sounds like
know.
Chin.
Oh, Jim?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's Chin. Okay. Report this information to Dr. Chin, redacted. The containment cube is to be replaced with a harder material on the Rockwell hardness scale. A scale used to measure a material's indentation hardness, typically applied to metals. The test is carried out by applying a certain load to the object using a standardized indenter and measuring the change in shape of the material sample. Mobile Task Force Okay. Mobile Task Force, those symbols 35, heat devices, is currently searching for uncontained instances of 1552. 1552 is, or description, 1552 is a medium-sized nematodes. SpongeBob. An organism shaped like a long, thin cylinder, commonly referred to as roundworm. Its body is covered in a relatively thick layer of keratinous film formed by proteins secreted by the skin. This film is composed of three distinct layers and is thought to be protective in nature. It's a medium-sized nematode with 6 mouths capable of autonomously opening and closing to consume food. The interior surface of the object is covered with conical calcium-based protrusions used to crush food into a paste. The object's digestive organs are leaf-shaped and densely packed within the interior surface. The waste products produced are subsequently reabsorbed by the digestive system. The object is incapable of sexual reproduction, but can produce branches of identical length to the original from various points on its body. SCP-1552, this is crossed out, primarily consumes limestone and lives inside solid limestone walls. The object moves slowly and is typically active at night. While the object is active, sounds similar to the following can be heard. Marbles hitting the ground, heard from above the ceiling. Quiet sounds of drilling from within the walls. Occasional quiet sounds of doors creaking. Incident, or Addendum 1, Incident 1552-E. On 2000 Redacted, an abandoned limestone building in redacted city, Henan province, unexpectedly collapsed. Following investigation by MTF heat devices, 1552 instances were discovered and their presence was reported to Dr. Chin, after which they were moved to the redacted uninhabited area for containment. The collapse was covered up and explained as caused by natural decay. Addendum 2, Incident 1552-T. On 2000 redacted, 1552's rates of consumption and branching suddenly increased. One instance had begun to bite through the steel plating in containment facility. Following this, Dr. Chin covered the instances with a large quantity of clay. After which the instances' rates of consumption and reproduction decreased significantly. However, one instance consumed a large quantity of clay and became data expunged, but was eventually suppressed and recontained by security personnel. Oh,
Oh no.
that nematodes on the loose, I guess. Addendum 3, 1552-X-2000 redacted. In the afternoon of the same day incident T occurred, the following document was delivered to a Foundation Front company at site CN-35 and was subsequently forwarded to Containment Manager for 1552, Dr. Chen. RICPI Executive Committee. Species number, that big long number. I don't feel like Species name wallworm. Anisakis Parvius Chin 2019. Okay, so they will basically credit any given doctor or personnel for the discovery of a series. It doesn't have to be, or a species. It doesn't have to be within their own organization. Okay. Protection level, rare, neglected. Distribution. This species has only been found in the walls of a wooden hut located in a forest in redacted county, Tibet Autonomous Zone, or Autonomous Region. The two incidents of injury due to unexplained falling objects in redacted province may also be related to the species. Overview. This species lives inside solid walls and is incapable of reproduction. However, it is capable of generating branches from any location in its body. In addition, their bodies will become harder over time. Research history. Dr. Chin discovered a collapsed wooden hut while on an SCP Foundation exploration mission, discovering a 5-meter long instance of this species, which the Foundation designated 1552. During investigation, Dr. Chin redacted wrote the above description of the species' biological characteristics. Protection measures. RICPI is currently unable to provide a living space for this species. The collection department recommends that the object be left in the care of another organization under the condition that no harm is done to the species as a whole. Important things to note. Do not allow the species to come into contact with any material above 80% C.
80
Ensure,
degrees.
or 80 degrees Celsius. Yeah, okay. My brain. Why did I say percent? What the fuck? 80 degrees Celsius.
They basically
Ensure the
don't want
species.
them cooked.
Yeah. Ensure the species. Ensure that the species fed consistently increases in hardness. Do not allow the species to consume any malleable materials. This means you, SCP Foundation, though they seem to be just as small and weak as other parasites and are not even able to reproduce or excrete. These worms desire strength and hate weakness, and have expressed these feelings through their actions. Their inability to reproduce has led these resilient creatures to near extinction. They are just creatures who wish to become stronger through their own will. Please protect them. I want to put this group in, I want to say neutral good.
Okay.
Yeah. You think we're good right now?
Yeah. I feel like we have enough information. Like in this case, their only involvement in this is literally just to send a message to the Foundation to say, hey, don't fuck shit up again, please.
Yeah, and I believe they're different from the Serpent's Hand in this regard because like the Serpent's Hand will actively like its Foundation doesn't listen, they'll go and take the SCP from the Foundation.
Yeah.
Well, they're just like telling them, hey, don't do that.
Yeah, in this case, they're basically willing to leave it in Foundation custody so long as the Foundation, you know, follows along with their intentions of preserving the species.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, this is just an all around very good group.
This isn't like last stream where we started off with bad groups, I believe.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Alright,
I
here.
don't mind that change.
Oh no. I already get a bad feeling of the name of this
The-
group.
The Doctor.
Oh. Maybe he's a good doctor. Come on.
Oh.
Last stream was only bad groups.
I love this symbol because it reminds me of that cat game. I forgot what it's called.
That cat game?
It's a mobile cat game where you have cats fight other things.
You know, overview. The doctor is a
Battle Cats?
person /
Yes.
group. Yeah. Overview. The doctor is a person / group of interest conducting researches mainly in the field of anomalous medicine. From current information obtained, its presence is mostly probably for a certain aspiration / religion. Sounds fishy. All collected information show their members' high passion for the belief of practice for a lifetime, safeguard for 1,000 lives. I don't know if that's good or bad. Its primary goal is to create medical technology permanently viable on humans through anomalous means, so as to provide permanent help for humanity. With its creations displays highly professional technologies, it is suggested that its members are mainly medical workers and researchers, with possibilities that some portion of their members are upper class society. As of recent, the Foundation is still incapable of confirming the venue of the group or of the communication method between its members, but it is certain that such communication networks and even exchanges on academic work exist within the group, but members' independent research works are not interfered with. At the same time, its members will guide and provide financial and technological support for interested newcomers on their research works. The Doctor's members show high pride and solemn attitude towards achievements credited with the Doctor. They refuse to accept failed work that could not realize their beliefs and will possess them internally. To ensure the concealment of the organization, members of the Doctor do not publish their works publicly, but are willing to show them to interested personnel. the doctor have not shown interest in most of the known groups of interest, but it's worth mentioning that its members have shown disgust towards Sarctic cults, to the extent willing to provide medical technology support to the Foundation in exchange for destroying the cults. It is not yet known the time of origin of the Doctor, but it seems to have been recorded in the mythologies and legends in multiple regions. At the same time, famous personnel such as William Harvey and
Sorry.
that's fine, and Andreas Versilis might have been members of the organization. Due to the existence of SCP-CN-214, currently mythologies related to medicine and Chinese religion are undergoing strict investigations. All the documents labeled the Doctor can be found here.
Yeah. We're just doing more ranking of the international groups of interest. Nothing up. But you. Yeah, but, basically, the first SCP mentioned in the article has not been translated.
That's a big suck.
Is there a way to get your thing to translate it? Isn't it supposed to?
Hold on. Translate the English. Translate!
Huzzah!
Oh, it's a Keter!
Oh!
So, I'm very mixed on this one, because on one hand, on the surface, it sounds like it could be a good thing. But on the other hand, there is the fact that the very concept of health has a lot of history in prejudices.
I have a
I
problem.
also
So
have
we need to
hopes
be
for it,
wary.
and
We can't use this article much because apparently my translate only translate most, like half of it. The other half stays Chinese.
Do you need to refresh it and try translating again?
Right, stop.
Yeah.
Press the translate thing.
We should just go here. Translate to English. All right.
Okay, now you can't just scroll by. It's it it translates based upon what's on the screen. So if you're just scrolling by, it can't translate in time. At least that's what it looked like was happening. Dr. Fenrir?
What the fuck is this?
There's multiple places where that's happening. Okay, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that this one's just too jank.
Yeah, I don't think Google Translate can save this. which sucks. And you're still connected.
So that means the only thing we have to read is that one SCP article that's janked.
Yes.
I think we have to put that through a translator and read it. I'll read it if it helps.
Okay, Bright. Try going back to that SCP
Yeah.
and don't hit the translate button yet. Open everything and then hit the translate button.
Make sure everything's open. This is an SCP file. There tends to be notes and notes and notes and notes.
Alright, everything's open now. Translate
Now
to
hit the
English. Translate.
Now, oh, nice.
Get everything? No.
It's still translating it. This is a success.
Again,
forgot.
Bright. How do you forget instructions that were literally just told to you?
Okay, let's go to the top. It's obviously still translating. We can start from the top.
Alright, who wants to read it?
Item number. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Wait, hold on. Let me actually make it bigger. There we go.
Item number SCP-CN-214. Item, etc. I'm guessing classification. Classification is Keter. Special measures. Matoyu SCP-CN-214 special appearance. Site CN-14 Station Point Dispatch. Special Engineering, General Location, Government Social Affairs Department, Collaboration, etc. All pseudo SCP-CN-214 young seedlings. Possible situation, subordinates, locations, and activities. This site CN-14 SCP-CN-214 begins to wither, and SCP-214 begins to wither and wither from the point of return to the return of the plant to the Overseas Special Engineering General. At the same time, the maximum impact of UU-SCP-CN-214 is unknown, and the state has lost any formal SCP-CN-214. I have no idea what the hell I'm reading.
Same.
I mean, it sounds like a plant withering, but I don't know what UU-SCP-CN-214 is.
Guess we'll find
Sounds
out.
like a person's name. Okay. The second stage of SCP-CN-214's growth and progress was prohibited. At the same time, the growth and progress of SCP-214 was prohibited. And at the same, is it just gonna repeat that again?
Yes.
I think something about the SCP is causing it to constantly repeat.
Oh. So repeat that a few more times and then take measures. Zol. This is the first stage of SCP CN-214, the first stage of. Okay, I'm just gonna. At the same time, he learned the period of publication and the current proclamation was published in 214th edition of SCP-CN-214. Overseas special workers are currently conducting research on the subject of SCP-CN-214. Individuals or parts of CN-214 Okay, I'm just
Honestly, I wouldn't blame you if we just give up on this one. This is
okay.
Yeah,
Repeated it
I
a lot.
think.
Now go down to the second Zo.
I think.
After that on that thing, it literally is just repeating the same thing.
I think it's also Google Translate repeating it multiple times too.
No, we don't know that.
Well, there's actually an easy way to check. Bright, open it again, but like in a different tab.
Or you know what? Why don't you copy the link and paste it here? We can all look.
Okay.
Okay. Copy. So if I come here, use that.
This is weird. I'm used to my browser just automatically translating things.
Yeah, it looks like it's doing a lot of repetition in the original Chinese as well.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
So this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so second Zo. At the second stage of SCP-214 root system, the internal liquid general system begins to flow. At the same time, the surface of the root system changes and becomes more vulnerable, and this is the case. The troop's huge size is made of wood, regular materials for living clothes. Okay. On top of SCP-214, which was built by the general public, there was an entrance and exit for detention. The purpose of the same time is to create a high shelf. The removal of influence group is possible, and the demand is not limited to the time and when the nuclear power is in place. And the remaining.
Oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say, I think I might have a problem because I heard the statement "living clothes" and literally all my brain can do is, "Oh, that's a hentai genre."
Oh my god.
It might be, honestly. Everything is so
it's a hentai
janky. Everything is so janky. I don't even know what I'm reading. Bright, would you like to continue?
No.
I feel like we're not going to be able to glean very much from this.
Yeah, because I think.
You know what? Why don't you look up the group's name in that and see if the doctor is even mentioned?
Yeah. Hold on. It's Control F. Yeah.
Just put in doctor.
She's learning.
It's
I am
mentioned.
the Empress of researcher Hayashi Kuniatsu. I am the Empress of the Doctor, and I am the father of the Doctor.
What?
Basically, she is the god and the creator.
Where to go? Okay, there we go.
Honestly, at this point, I'd be fine with us just marking down not much information or just
Oh,
going
you're right.
based on
We do have that option, don't we? Not enough information. Let's put it there.
Yeah, I think it's probably best for the international and the very minor interests, because sometimes they can have very, very limited information.
And I feel like
and this
the information it has is under a barrier of bad translation.
yeah, like in this case, it's just not coherent enough for us to gather much information from it. Whether it's from bad translation or just the way that it was originally written, we're not going to be able to.
Well, apparently, it didn't. Hold on, it didn't save the picture.
Uh,
Just give me a moment. There we go. The doctor. I hit, I know I clicked everything. Shut the fuck up, tier maker. I clicked everything. It just doesn't always save it, and it annoys me so much.
What we know, Bright, we know, Aaron.
okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to step away.
All right.
I could be back within 5 minutes. I might not be back until like a half hour has passed.
All right.
So have fun. Good luck, aliens.
Okay.
Discord, I'm pressing my fucking mute
Oh.
key.
Oh no, I read ahead. Oh no.
Just fucking press.
So this one has a hub. I'll read this overview. All right. Overview: GP Express, short for GP Express Logistics Limited, mainly engages in the express logistics and transportation business of the emerald items, and was formerly the Marshall Carter and Dark Logistics Department, under the group of interest Marshall Carter and Dark Limited. After separation has begun, it has been independently operating since June 2014, with headquarters in Portland, Oregon, USA, and branches and post stations all over the world. Its leader is currently known to be Skaven Ideal. GOI is good at researches in thaumaturgy, thaumatotechnology, and norm technology and paratechnology, with recruiting employees of thaumaturgy and anomalous abilities to transport and contain anomalous items. The GOI's containment procedures are comparable to those of the Foundation. Generally speaking, the GOI is relatively weak in combat, but individuals' combat capability are stronger, with securities and some employees having great obsession with protecting the goods. All employees fall in the belief of exchanging lives for the safety of goods, with employee benefits better than average soldiers. The Foundation generally does not interfere with the transportation process, as the GOI has enough capability to contain anomalous items for periods of time under short-term and controllable conditions. Some employees have ignored the trackings by the Foundation, therefore the Foundation can carry out secretly containment after signing for the goods. There, there are there also exists in the GOI anomalous items failed in being researched and anomalous humans of substandard performance in tests, which are both SCP Foundation primary containment subjects. There were records in the Foundation that there had been a raid on GP Express Post Station by the GOC, which has caused a small-scale containment failure when the post station was destroyed, thus leading to his relationship with the GOC deteriorating rapidly, evolving into a short-term continuous small-scale war, including but not limited to skirmishes in the cities, air combats, and ground vehicle operations. Generally, any GOC cooperation projects related to GP Express will be immediately rejected and tracked and monitored, with noting of any actions by the GOC against the organization. As of now, there are collaborations between the organization and multiple GOIs, with the three largest cooperative customers being Marshall Car and Dark, the Factory, and OB Media. There also exists interns recruitments from St. Christina College. It's concerning how it's three allies. Some of the worst groups.
And we immediately go to this group right after Hatchet had to step away briefly.
Oh, the hub is gone.
Oh, well, any of its SCPs still exist?
Yes. It's connected to Shigastan.
Oh!
Leave the horse alone. Oh, we actually got one regular SCP that's not like a bunch of stories. We got one SCP. And a UIU
this
file.
is not a good group.
See, how long is it? Oh, it's also connected to the RICPI.
You know what? Why don't you look up the name of the group and see if they're mentioned?
In here?
Yeah.
It's all I need to see. It's GP Express.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, they are mentioned quite a few times.
Oh.
Yes.
Damn it, we have to read it.
I'll take this one. Alright. Item SCP-CN 1616, Object Class Safe. Special containment procedures. Captured instances of 1616 are to be contained in a low-threat biological containment chamber at Site CN71. To prevent 1616 instances from escaping, plant aroma-based insecticide is to be placed surrounding the containment chamber, with the exception of the minimal number of instances necessary to ensure the continued survival of the colony. All other 1616 instances may be disposed of by incineration. In addition, Class D personnel or other Foundation personnel who have signed the relevant waiver are to be used to feed the 1616 colony 3 times a day by consuming food products containing ginger within the containment chamber. Whole Task Force Roach Avengers is to be assigned to Guangdong Province and the surrounding areas to search for and capture any possible instances of 1616 in the wild. Personnel outside of Foundation who have come in contact with 1616 are to be administered Class B amnestics. All information relating to 1616 on online or digital media are to be deleted. Currently, management of 1616 Anomaly has been entrusted to Dr. Shen Zhu of Site CN71's Biology Department. Description: SCP-CN1616 is a type of insect possessing anomalous properties. Genetic analysis of specimens indicate that 96% of the anomaly's genome matches that of the American cockroach, Periplaneta americana. 3% matches of that of ginger, Shinshibur Vishnu, and 1% is of unknown origin. 1616's external appearance and life cycle are identical to those of non-anomalous American cockroaches. However, they present certain anomalous behaviors. 1616 instances are capable of absorbing any mechanical energy applied to their bodies through an unknown mechanism. With an efficiency rate of over 87%, observation of instances shows that 1616 instances prefer to obtain the energy required to survive by absorbing mechanical energy and converting it to chemical energy, rather than consuming food typically preferred by non-anomalous American cockroaches. As a result of this property, 1616 can typically survive physical attacks. Testing has shown that attempting to crush 1616 instances with a physical object requires an average of 217.6 strikes. Someone had to sit there with a hammer and hit a single one of these instances 217.6 times.
Yeah, but think of this, they probably had to do it with multiple instances. After all, doing it once does not mean that that's the limit. Think of how many times they had to test it until they were sure. Yeah.
In addition, 1616 displays a certain degree of resistance to heat. Testing has shown that 1616 instances are capable of surviving heat of up to 160 degrees Celsius, allowing it to consume products that have been placed in hot environments without risk of death. Of note is that 1616's resistance to cold is identical to that of non-anomalous cockroaches, and thus frozen insecticides remain effective on 1616 instances. While 1616 instances can survive solely on mechanical energy, it is thought that its activity also requires 6 gingerol, the compound in ginger primarily responsible for activating the heat receptors of the mouth, as a supplement. When 1616 attempts to obtain 6 gingerol, instead of seeking out plants of the ginger family or harvested ginger, it typically seeks out human prepared food, using ginger as an ingredient, typically as a spice. Upon coming into contact with such dishes, the object will typically camouflage itself as one of the other ingredients in a dish. This behavior is accompanied by a mimetic property that causes humans consuming such dishes to be unaware of 1616's presence. If present, an attempt to consume the 6 gingerol present in the dish. If at this time a human subject is consuming the dish, they may mistake 1616 for another ingredient in the dish and begin to chew on it. At this point, 1616 will absorb mechanical energy from the subject's teeth and convert the 6 gingerol it has consumed into an anomalous compound designated -1, formal name 6-allogingerol. -1 is a pungency measuring 270 times that of 6 gingerol on the Scoville organoleptic test, a measure of pungency or spicy flavor invented by human chemist Wilbur Scoville, in which a solution of heat components is diluted with sugar water until a panel of testers is unable to detect spicy flavor. It contains 100 times the chemical energy of 6 gingerol. It is thought that -1 is 1616's primary means of storing energy. After and 1616, I don't know what that word's supposed to be. I think a translation error happened here. Me?
Maybe it's insecticide?
Maybe. Yeah. After in 1616, insecticide has absorbed sufficient mechanical energy from the human subject's chewing. It will release some of the produced -1. The majority of human subjects will then gag and spit out 1616. However, approximately 23% of the subjects will endure the spice and proceed to chew and consume 1616.
It's definitely not insecticide, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either.
It definitely sounds like they're making babies in people's mouths.
God. After this, 1616 will be digested normally, and all remaining -1 will be reduced to 6-gendrol by stomach acid. Testing has shown that the personnel who consume 1616 typically express a slight burning sensation in the abdomen, but no adverse health effects have been observed after consuming 1616. Another feature of 1616 is extremely low resistance to pesticides relative to non-anomalous American cockroaches. Observation has shown that in addition to ordinary organophosphorus, organochlorine, pyrethrin, and carbamate, insecticides, biological aromas such as menthol and lemonade are also capable of simulating 1616 instances to the point of death. At the same time, breeding experiments have shown that 1616's genome, especially sections relating to the chemical resistance, is particularly resistant to mutations. This has caused colonies of 1616 to appear noticeably weak, in addition to as households in the coastal areas of Guangdong, where an anomaly is primarily distributed, typical typically use such insecticides to remove and kill cockroaches. 1616 colonies in the wild typically do not attempt to gain sustenance from human prepared dishes. Addendum oh, yeah, Addendum 1 Discovery. SCP-CN1616 was discovered while the Foundation was tracking a package delivered by GP Express Limited. Likely on behalf of the Group of Interest Japan Organisms Improvement and Creation Laboratory, GOICL. This package was delivered to number redacted tower, redacted community, redacted road, redacted district, Guangzhou City, Guangdong Province, PR, China. It was later confirmed that this address was previously occupied by Dr. Shen Shu of Site CN71's Biology Department. As nobody was present to receive the package, GP Express Courier left the package outside the door. The Foundation immediately collected the package after GP Express Courier exited the premises. However, due to nearby residents' pest control practices, some of the 1616 instances in the package had already died. A subsequent investigation revealed that 1616 instances also exist in the wild. It is thought that the packaging was insufficient to prevent 1616 instances from escaping. However, there appeared to have been no losses during the shipment process. It is thought that GP Express had applied some degree of protection measures to the package, but these measures were removed upon unloading. Dr. Shin Shu of Site CN71's Biology Department later indicated that he had worked on creating the 1616 anomaly during his time at JOICL. Following discussion, management of the anomaly was handed to Dr. Shin.
So they made an anomalous, hard to destroy, hard to detect cockroach that can hide itself as food
Yeah.
and reproduces in your fucking mouth. Sorry.
Addendum 2, document CN1616-01. The following document was sent by a group of interest, Schizosoma Protection Institute, SPI, 3 months after 1616 was contained. RICPI Executive Committee, species number 33020190114027, species name Chinese pseudo ginger, pseudo Shingiberciensis, production level rare, hunted. Oh. Distribution: the species is primarily present in Guangdong Province, China, and in small numbers in surrounding provinces. Overview: the species is of order Platodea family, Platidae, genus Pseudocygiber. Its external appearance and its life cycle are similar to those of the American cockroach, Periplaneta americana. It possesses the ability to absorb mechanical energy applied to it and typically attains the energy it requires from camouflaging itself as part of dish, chewing ginger, and enticing human to chew on it. Research history: the species was first officially described in 2019 due to its extremely low resistance to chemical pesticides and human hunting. In order to produce ginger flavoring, the species is thought to be endangered. Protection measures ensuring that the living specimen's environment do not contain any insecticides or insect-repelling aroma compounds. Provide sustenance 3 times a day by having a human consume food containing ginger in its habitat. Important notes: we have noticed some people possess resistance to the ginger flavor substance produced by the species. Personnel providing sustenance to the living specimens are to be vetted prior to entering the habitat. MTF-03 immediately began investigating areas throughout the Guangdong province in accordance with the document stating that 1616 is being hunted. Addendum 3 Investigation Report 1616-01. Investigation has revealed that residents of Guangdong province and surrounding areas have been capturing 1616 instances to produce ginger flavoring for sale. Further inspection revealed that 17% of ginger flavoring on the market contained DNA originating from 1616. As of this writing, the Foundation has recalled and retrieved all 1616 based flavoring sold on the ordinary market, and relevant civilians have been anesthetized. However, according to one 1616 hunter, the vast majority of 1616 based food products have been bought by Ambrose restaurants. The Foundation has not been able to determine the location of these products.
So it sounds like they were actually a natural creature in the area, but they've been hunted almost to extinction specifically for the ginger flavoring. And I'm sorry, but it seems hinted that the group we're looking at right now was definitely going to breed them in order to get more ginger flavoring to sell.
That or just cockroach traffic them.
Either one, it's not good.
Yeah, I was about to say human traffic them, but they're not humans, so I said cockroach traffic them.
They're animal trafficking. You know, if they don't even bother humans in the wild, why bother them for the ginger? I mean, I know ginger is hard to grow, but don't harass the bugs or kill them for the ginger. What do we
So the
rank this group as greedy assholes? I feel like we need to read one of the stories or other things connected
well,
to
I'm
them.
also going to say like one thing, like they have their employees literally sacrifice themselves to make sure the products don't get destroyed. They'll literally throw out their own workers' lives.
Well, I already didn't like them. I
Yep, all employees
Okay,
fall
but
into
what
belief.
kind of evil do? What do we put these as organized? Let's look at the system
I
again.
was
What evil types there are?
I was thinking we put in lawful evil because it is a structured
Yeah,
organization.
let's put it in lawful evil. Makes sense. It was connected to Marshall Carter and Dark. Ugh.
Yeah, it is actually structured, so
Yeah, they structurally kidnap animals that are going extinct. Ugh.
yeah. All right. Oh,
Please be a nice group.
oh, wait. Oh, this we actually do get a hub this time. Oh my god. All right, Green Sparrow Foundation. Green Sparrow Foundation began conducting various bioterrorist activities in East Asia in 2014 and has continued to harass facilities of normalcy preservation organizations, including the Foundation and the GOC, resulting in massive loss of human life.
Oh, God damn it. I was like putting a good group, a good group, a good group. It's immediately like they killed a lot of people. Maybe they're still okay. Neutral would
Oh,
also be better than evil.
I read the next sentence. No.
No.
The organization allegedly espouses Darwinism and environmentalism, discriminates against most people of color and people with genetic defects, and hopes to achieve its goal of sustainability by reducing these pest populations.
So they would kill both of us because we're genetically defective. We already know they're evil, but I guess we'll need to read more to see where in evil they go.
In December
Should
20...
we tell Hatchet that while he was gone, we read 2 evil groups?
You can go ahead. I'm going to continue reading.
Okay.
In December 2017, the Foundation dealt a major blow when it breached a large laboratory GSF had built in Sichuan, causing the organization's activity frequency to decrease significantly in 2018. But during this time, it began to plunder the resources of other anomalous organizations to grow its own power and quickly returned to its previous size in 2019.
May I just say, if there's a. I wonder if Sichuan has really good spicy food. Because I know there's one province in China that has really good spicy food. I'm sorry, I sometimes think about food. Like they're talking about how this evil group has murdered people. And I'm just thinking, oh, is that the area with the really nice spicy food?
Before I continue, this group's making around now. I think about the first very minor group of interests we're gonna have to look at, and I hate that it has SCPs connected to it, which is Ace Race. I shouldn't have to explain what that is, given its name.
Yeah. What? Want to look it over?
Not now. Anyway, according to an investigation, there's a political armed cult named Chaotic Polytheism within the Green Sparrow Foundation. It provides the Green Sparrow Foundation with great armed power and various resources to support its rapid recovery. The Foundation has now placed Green Sparrow Foundation and Chaotic Polytheism on its list of high-risk groups of interest and has invested some resources to suppress them.
You know what? That's fair. I'm all for suppressing those evil psychopaths. Oh.
And they have a hub.
They made it look so nice and peaceful for a bunch of racist, ableist trash. Yesterday, the gods didn't make us losing. Today, nothing can stop us growing. Tomorrow, the world won't forget us saying good morning. Why did even that sound corrupted?
Alright, introduction. The predecessor of the Green Sparrow Foundation, the Green Eternal Environmental Protection Organization, was established in Western Europe in 1901. Its initial members were mainly radical supporters of environmentalism. Later, they learned that the existence of supernatural beings, supernatural things, through various channels, and the organization expanded rapidly. Some of them were biogenetic engineers, some were soldiers, and some were good at investing in wealth accumulation. It wasn't until the formation of the National Socialist German Workers' Party. No.
Oh no, it's like, and then we got connected to the Nazi party. Oh. You know what? Can you hold on a moment? Let me get pants on.
It keeps getting worse. It keeps getting worse.
Just let me pee and put pants on, okay? I'll be right back.
I'll be an intermission. was not prepared for this group. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, it gets worse. I read ahead. This group is just. Alright, we're gonna put all the worst groups in history and just put them all together in one organization. Green Sparrow Foundation. My god. Why?
I've peed. Now let me get pants. You know what? Yes, these will do. The super soft fox pajama bottoms. These are perfect in dealing with magical people. Magical people. Okay. I'm ready.
Alright. I read ahead and it gets worse.
Oh.
I'll reread the sentence. It wasn't until the formation of the National Socialist German Workers' Party that they thought the opportunity had come. They tried to support the German Empire, to make the world limited by iron laws, to make all extravagance and waste disappear so that every old person, sick person, poor person, and inferior person can be a sustainable self for the whole sacrifice.
Oh.
Population must be controlled and resources must be restrained so that the world can be sustainable.
Mm.
This is the most batshit group of interests we have ever dealt with.
I'm gonna comment that old people, like, if we want to talk about practicality for living, are literally the only people available to watch kids if everyone else is working. But
Man,
they're batshit crazy. I
but like I
shouldn't
said,
expect logic from
Jerry, it
them.
gets worse. Everything was as they had imagined. The smoke of the war seemed to be getting stronger and stronger and finally broke out. The members bewitched the top of the Nazis. Various concentration camps were established, one after another, and ethnic groups such as genetically ill, homosexual, and contingently handicapped are also entered. Their trains began to take off, meaning they were the ones who came off the concentration camps in the SCP universe.
I think it's more like they helped. They helped and they dreamed with the party, which is just as bad. It's just as bad. Let's be honest. It's just as bad. They were hoping with the mustache party, and their hopes thankfully failed. And they were, oh gosh, they.
In the next sentence, they failed, and they failed utterly.
Can we just stop there? No. Okay, let's keep going.
The rule-making power is no longer ours. Today, tomorrow. That day, Leader Alone delivered his last speech in office. In the eyes of the government, we will not be a respected world organization, nor will it be an angel sent by God to the world in the eyes of the people. But we cannot give up. The throne of the forest has been ascended by tigers, and let us hide in the branches and leaves between the shadows, become a green sparrows, defending the opposite of light for mankind. What?
I think this is kind of neutral evil because they're so evil. I can't even, but they're not chaotic. I feel like they're too evil to. Well, they could go under organized evil, but uh, I feel like neutral evil fits them more. No, organized evil. Yeah,
Let's keep going.
lawful evil.
Yeah, we still have a bit more.
Yeah.
Lone and Green Eternal ended, but the Green Sparrow Foundation came on. After a series of reorganizations, the Green Sparrow Foundation said goodbye to the policy of the Eternal Green era, no longer relying on the government, and became self-reliant. They abandoned the scope of their past activities and came to Florida, United States, to establish new headquarters and start over. Of course, it's Florida.
Hey, Spood, you're awake. Bright's. She's just reading a group called the Green Sparrows.
A very
It's one
racist
of
and bigoted
those
organization.
groups that are a fictional group that exists in the Foundation universe, the SCP universe. They were apparently very sad when Hitler lost. You can guess what kind of group they are.
Yeah.
They have moved to Florida.
Yeah. I mean, that place is so hospitable to Nazis and crazy people that I'm not surprised.
Oh god. Oh god, it gets worse.
It gets worse? How? Aaron?
The main purpose of the Green Sparrow Foundation is to control the population, make the world sustainable, so they strongly support euthanasia and retention of the death penalty in their current main policy to make people highly aggressive or difficult to be attacked. Detect control biological anomalies and use them to attack large cities or densely populated villages.
Well, I'm not surprised, but I'm not happy either.
Although the Green Sparrow Foundation originated in the United States, the area attacked by a terrorist organization is mainly located in China, the world's most populous country in East Asia, which may be partly due to racial discrimination in its huge population.
No sense, but damn it! Uh,
Most of the Green Sparrows Foundation resources and sites are located in East Asia, and its leadership members of the Nest Builders Council. Almost all remain in the United States, directing all Green Sparrow Foundation operations across the Pacific Ocean. The Green Sparrow Foundation launched its first terrorist attack in 2014, and the savings they had spent decades preparing for finally exploded. However, not long ago, they also realized the price they must pay if they want to mix in this field. Their first successfully bred adult bird lost control and caused a large number of casualties, which let them know that what they were planning was a double-edged sword. Before they sent their cards to an entire paranormal realm, they thought they were only hindered by the world's leaders, governments. The GOC established, but they soon discovered that the enemy was not alone. They learned of the existence of the SCP Foundation, and discovered more and more fellow organizations. They are like terrorists abandoned by the international community, isolated in the center of these abnormal organizations. Their arrogance makes them ignore how dangerous their situation is, and some jump cards in their hands make them believe they are invincible. On December 15, 2016, Green Sparrow Foundation's most advanced and largest laboratory, number 4, was attacked by the SCP Foundation and fell. They swore that they would return double the damage to the Foundation. However, a bigger storm was brewing within them. Oh wait, they have diplomatic relations. Who are they? Oh,
Ugh.
who are they allies with?
Marshall, Carter, and Dark. Chaos Insurgency?
That's not surprising.
Chicago Ghosts?
That was a criminal organization, so yeah.
Yeah, but I thought that organization was gone. Anyway.
I mean, they did
Chaos.
they did exist around when they were
That's
active.
true, then that's probably like a past ally or something.
Yeah.
Chaos Gods.
That
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think we know anything about. Hostile
We do not.
organization. GOC, SCP Foundation. Wait, Fix Flowers.
I don't think we know Fixed Flowers, do
No,
we?
we did. We put them in lawful evil.
Oh, yeah. Why do they not like Fixed Flowers?
The Green Sparrow Foundation had a small partnership with the organization, exchanging technologies for creating anomalies, but because the Green Sparrow Foundation's philosophy was too radical, even the growers couldn't stand it. Oh.
So they're both evil, but one is more evil than the other evil, and they don't get along.
Wait, the circuit cults don't like them.
What?
Church of the Broken God and Sarkic.
I mean, I'm not surprised the Church of the Broken God doesn't like them since they literally help disabled people. But Sartic?
I mean, it does make.
Oh,
Oh my
Hi.
gosh, Hatchet. I want to give you a brief description of what we're looking at right so far.
Can I try first?
Sure.
We finished reading. There was a group before this one, and the best way to say it was the only SCP on that one was them smuggling roach, anomalous roaches that they wanted to basically either kill for ginger flavoring or torture for ginger flavoring, or was sending it to other people to torture for ginger flavoring. And it's endangered because so many people wanted to torture or kill the roach for ginger flavoring, and the Foundation is trying to protect it now.
Yeah.
And also, that group had come from Marshall, Carter, and Dark.
Yeah.
Then we get to a worse group. This one right here, Green Sparrow. They used to work with the Mustache Party.
Yep.
They believe that anyone who is disabled in any way should die. They believe anyone who isn't white should die. They believe the old should die.
Yeah.
So it's just like a classic fucking white supremacist.
Also, they don't get
Anomalous.
along with the Fixed Flowers because while they're both evil group, the Fixed Flowers is like, whoa, you're even more evil than I am. You're a bit too extreme. Hey there.
Also,
Like, no, you're not extreme enough.
yeah.
So they don't get along.
Also, here's the funny thing, Hatchet. We were looking at like allies as well as hostile organizations. One of the hostile organizations towards them is the Sarkic cults. They don't like them.
Yeah. I mean, just because two groups are evil doesn't mean they get along with each other.
Yeah.
Think about how most flavors of fascism don't get along very well with each other.
Hatchet's right. And Sarkic Cult, they would definitely clash with Green Sparrow.
Yeah. Also, Jerry left out a little bit of information. I'll read this sentence that give out something that was left out. The organization allegedly espouses Darwinism and environmentalism, discriminates against most people of color and people with genetic defects, and hopes to achieve its goal of sustainability by reducing these pest populations.
Oh, okay. So it's a fucking.
I did not exclude that. I just didn't include the ego fascist portion.
Yeah.
Ego. Yeah. Fucking eco-fascists. Great.
Yeah. Also, earlier they talked to the top Nazis in order to make concentration camps just for them to throw people in.
Their dreams were shattered at the end of World War II.
Yeah.
What a lovely organization to stumble back in on talking about.
Okay, let's see why the Sarctic cult hates them, or why they hate the Sarctic cult.
Like SCPF and GOC, the Greensboro Foundation took the initiative to declare war on these two cults, but the reason is because the behavior of these two cults to modify the human body is extremely opposed to the Greensboro Foundation, so they see it as a pest that must be eradicated.
So they see those two groups as the same, even though they're totally different.
Granted, there is one. I'm kind of sad that this type of circuit cult is eradicated because the Eldritch God Ion, who created the first circuit cult, basically took down the Davite Empire, freed everyone, and basically had people believe more in themselves than flesh. And that's basically what that religion was. Then it went to shit.
God damn it. Okay. Well, what is the SCP? I mean, the SPI. What is the SPI?
SPI, that was what we did earlier. That was the Schizosoma Protect Institute. The one we thought was bad at first, but wasn't.
Oh, the good beans. Why do they hate the good beans?
Why wouldn't they hate the good beans?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, although they are also a member of Environmental Terrorist Organization, SBI directly refused when the Greensboro Foundation extended a hand of friendship. They could not bear the behavior of the Greensboro to create anomalous creatures for killing.
Surprised!
As a symbol of despising himself, he declared to regard the various units of the SPI as their targets for hunting and crusades.
Leave
Yeah.
the group that just wants to doctor alone.
Yeah, we had all surprised that an actual liberatory group takes issue with the eco-fascists that basically parade themselves as if they're a liberatory group when all they actually want is to fucking kill off all the undesirables.
That's fair.
Oh, I basically looked at Marshall Carter and Dark. They're just only allies for commercial gain. That's it.
No shit. It's Marshall Carter and Dark. That's all they do. They're literally just a corporation. Either way, this sounds like a pretty cut and dry. My brain just a pretty cut and dry lawful evil.
We already agreed that it was lawful evil, but Bright wanted to finish reading it. That's why I was pushing her to finish reading it. And she still didn't finish reading all the enemies, but let's keep going, I guess.
Do we even need to at this point?
No.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Also, as a side note, it's funny because I come back and y'all are also talking about people eating stuff from anomalous roaches. Meanwhile, I was literally just having a conversation with my mom about the different cuisines throughout the world that include bugs.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Do not eat the anomalous endangered roaches. They
Oh yeah.
they are the...
Here's the thing that you missed, Tetch, that I was laughing so hard at, because she was like, please let them be, because they were thinking this was maybe SPI because it was bioterrorists and everything. Then I heard the second sentence.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it! I wanted them. You know what? After the last group being evil, I was thinking, please let it not be a bad group. Please, I like Green Sparrow. I like the idea of a Green Sparrow. Let it be a good bioterrorist. But no, they're bad.
Yeah,
they're really bad. They're so bad. Some evil groups go way. You're too much.
Like, real talk, easiest fucking way to tell that, like, well, not the easiest, but one of the easiest ways to tell that a group or a person is going to go down a fascist pipeline is if they quote unquote espouse Darwinism. Darwinism makes no moral claims. The only way you
Yeah.
espouse Darwinism in some kind of moral sense means that you're pulling from what we call social Darwinism, which was literally just early anthropologists trying to one-to-one, like trying to moralize Darwin's theories rather than understanding, hey, this literally only applies to natural selection. We like there's nothing moral
Yeah.
or immoral about natural selection. It's just a natural thing that happens.
Yeah. Also, oh yeah, we forgot to tell you this. After World War II failed, this group basically moved to Florida.
Come on. You're making it too easy.
Yes, early anthropologists
Uh,
had a very Eurocentric vision of the world. I thought you.
yeah, hey
Oh.
Zanju. But yeah, that's just
Oh,
I
well, it looks like this one's hub was removed.
well
uh,
That's
that's
unfortunate.
a suck. So
well,
you already placed the ecofash org?
Yeah.
can I hope this one isn't super evil?
We can hope for a lot of things. Doesn't change the outcome.
Anyways.
It will or will not. We don't know.
I'm fine with neutral.
The first sentence. Team Form. Team Form is an illegal street racing discussion forum.
Okay, so it's bad, but it's bad in one of the least overtly awful ways.
You know what? Illegal street racing isn't necessarily bad.
I mean, it endangers
Yeah.
basically everyone on the road. It's still
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Huh.
I just find that funny.
It's
Like,
just like it's just like in terms of how bad something can be, it is significantly less bad than
this one.
fucking genocide. Yeah. Like if we're gonna make a scale of evil things, I feel like illegal street racing is pretty low on the scale, and genocide's like right up at the top.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Greensboros think they're the good guy. You saw how their like little area looked? Like
Well, yeah.
fresh and pretty and nice, and they swear they're the nice ones.
Well, I mean, yeah, everyone thinks they're the good guy.
Let's be fair, if the Green Sparrows won, well, all three of us would be dead, and I'm very glad they're not a real group.
Yeah. Anyways. Ting Forum is an illegal street racing discussion forum headed by the street racing group Ting and managed by affiliated street racing teams not Marksman, Massman, Firehit, and other minor teams. The main known administrators are Asaki T.N.S. Bills, Myopian Hitashi Enzbillos, Darl Nye, Darl, Daryl. Yeah, Daryl Nye, Daryl, and Mumi Gummer. Like,
I mean, they've got some great names at least.
This forum is divided into 4 sections: blogs, information, driver information, and a general discussion area with 4 boards. These sections may contain information about anomalous people, places, and objects, which can be used as a reference for containment procedures due to their high credibility. The general discussion area also has members from anomalous organizations that trade anomalous items in the forum. Due to their mobility and difficulty in tracking, it is extremely difficult to find these members from the forum itself. The anomalies are generally related to the track setup, the vehicles traded in the forum, and the riders recorded, but there are also contained objects from the forum that are basically unrelated to these three. The forum is relatively active in discussion of anomalous phenomena, and the risk of exposing information about anomalies is great. The Foundation now regularly uses anomalous identities to control information on the team forum. The forum's main management team, Ting, specializes in the intelligence collection of anomalous objects and humans, and employs a dedicated intelligence staff. Members of this team are basically the same as normal humans, and it is through members of the team that the Foundation generally deals with the team forum. The team leader is a Saki Sinbilos. Fire hit team members have a higher chance of encountering anomalous events than normal humans. The average human level of fire hit team members is measured 2 to 5 HM, lower than that of normal humans. And the team leader is Gao Rizhen Rise ER, the largest shareholder of Redacted Company. According to the agent's investigation, some fire hit members keep the operation of Team Forum by funding, providing goods, and smuggling services for the whole forum. Maskman team members specialize in creating anomalous objects and are divided into 4 squads, whose predicted anomalies are relatively harmful. The average human level of its members is 5 to 10 HM higher than that of normal humans, and some of the members may come from various anomalous organizations.
Jesus Christ, what was that?
Alexa activated.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Anyways.
It sounded like Alexa just yelled, "I wish I was a dog." What have you been doing to your Alexa?
He said, I don't know how to help you with that, so.
Anyways, I'll reread that.
That's less concerning than "I wish I was a dog."
The average human level of its members is 5 to 10 HM higher than that of normal humans, and some of the members may come from various anomalous organizations. The main leader is Jack Finch Sandust. The time of establishment of the forum is unknown and is currently under the Huh?
Hmm?
Oh, I thought you said something. Never mind. And it's
I
currently
opened a soda bottle.
Oh. It's currently under investigation, but unreliable records indicate that the team itself may have existed for 3 years. SCP-CN851 was first discovered at the same time that the Foundation discovered the existence of the forum. So let's have... God damn it, we have to rely on the SCP on this thing again.
Okay, so I have a very important question.
Yeah.
I just sneeze. Okay, I have a very important question.
Never mind, we don't.
Oh, wait, so we literally just have
This.
this thing?
This is
Okay. Anyway, I have a very important question. One that will decide the fate of my farm.
Burn
Which
it to
flowers... Fuck you. Which flowers should I plant? I've got tulips, jazz, daffodils, dandelions, pansies,
Those
bluebonnets, chamomile, peony, and violets.
Chamomile. I don't know what the fuck it
Right.
is, I just said it.
It says chamomile.
Chamomile's a tea, and I hate it.
Well, I mean, it's a tea based on a flower.
Well, it's a tea that's made using the flower, but...
Yeah. Okay, so Jiri doesn't vote for chamomile. What should I plant? And Zanju says bellflower. I don't have bellflowers. I just listed the flowers I can plant right now. You people suck. Jerry, I'm just going to go based on Chamomile is tasty, says Zanji.
Hey, it's
Jerry,
2 for chamomile.
what would you suggest?
Mm, a dandelion.
Going dandelion. Okay. I like the tea,
So,
says
do we
Zanji.
put
Here's
not enough info again?
no. I would put them in. Uh, are they evil enough to go into evil? Like they're evil, but like they're they're not like intentionally trying to harm people. They're just absurdly negligent.
There are
Uh,
some anomalies produced that are harmful.
Yeah.
So I feel like careless evil does not make them less evil.
Mm,
It feels more like they care more about racing than they do about people around them.
well, yeah.
Could just put them in competent evil.
Oh, it's not that they're incompetent, they just aren't really eviling that bad. It's not like we have a vanilla evil category.
Mm,
They're not really an organized group, but they're
it's
not
just
really chaotic enough to be chaotic. Maybe neutral evil?
I think I'd be fine with that. Neutral evil's getting filled up a lot. Oh wait, no, that's lawful evil. Never mind. I misread. Anyway, I'm planting dandelions. When the dandelions are harvested, I'll plant chamomile.
Huzzah!
Wait, the only tier so far that doesn't have anything is incompetent good.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Uh,
Okay, so this hub is also deleted.
Great.
The PCS administration. Overview. PCS,
oh, I don't think they like the Foundation.
maybe. PCS administration is a large multiverse anomaly coordination agency known as the General Administration of Paradimensional and Cosmological Studies. The organization is known for its missions of placing anomalies, collimating worlds, and subduing disasters. The Decision Council, presumably 15 members, which is the leadership of the organization, has not been fully investigated and is only known to be commonly referred to as D-number. The PCS administration promotes placement of anomalies according to circumstances. Coordinates that the majority of parallel universes, phases, and dimensions known to the Foundation, and is responsible for preventing the invasion of apex tier pluripotent entities. The PCS administration originated from a large apocalyptic scenario in which it was established by its universe to eliminate potential hazards. The administration claims that the apocalypse devastated the whole quadverse, the entirety of the multiverse, spacetimes, and dimensions. The PCS administration's technology is dedicated to a cosmic scale and has succeeded in the mass production of the cosmic membrane constructor, which is still difficult for the Foundation. To ensure that the operation of its large-scale anomaly placement system, on the other hand, the administration's military strength is weak, and its technological development is presumed to be partial. At present, PCS is not to be regarded as a hostile organization, and the Foundation has confirmed that PCS has contributed redacted of its contained items. Usually, the PCS administration placement is concentrated within the scope of the Chinese branch. Its leaders confirmed the situation and apologized to the Chinese branch, stating that the message and the consequences of placing failure would be a catastrophic destruction of the universe, such as 2935. At present, the Foundation in this reality, designated as OPU 184, ATIS 87, by the PCS administration, has established official relations with the PCS administration. It's 2935. Wait, is this the is this the cave where if you go out and you go on the other side, it just straight up kills everyone?
Yes, that was one of their mistakes.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
what happens when they mess up. I guess they're a good group.
well,
Considering when they mess up, bad things happen.
we do have one SCP connected to them. Are you fucking kidding me?
God damn it.
Oh, wait.
Oh!
Hidden text. I forgot they do this sometimes.
Oh!
Alright. Item SCP-CN-1486, Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. All Foundation personnel are to be investigated. Those who are confirmed to have been part of the HMCL department or claim to be part of such department are to be executed. What the fuck? All primary and secondary Foundation contained objects are to be investigated, and all objects within a containment valuation less than 50% are to be executed. The containment of SCP-1468 is level 6 classified, which is Cosmic Top Secret, and is directly managed by the HCML department. Wait, but
Yeesh.
it says right here who's been part of the HCML department are to be executed. But it's being managed by the HCML department. What the fuck? What? I'm confused. Okay.
I'm guessing what they're saying is that if you've been a part of this department, a part of the containment procedure is executing them after they leave it.
Alright, so.
Because that was in the past tense.
Alright, those guys at Pataphysics Department accidentally brought attention to the phrasifers in a narrative manifestation order. SCP-173 may very well be the earliest. In other words, it established the conceptual model of the entire narrative. With SCP-173 as the cornerstone of the narrative, the concept of science containment procedures and even our organization grew with every new story, like a tree reaching to the sky. But there's something missing. What's a HMCL? Or in other words, we still don't know what this HMCL is. The description: SCP-CN-1486 is a Foundation internal department known as HMCL Department. The object has existed since the Foundation was established. However, its purpose remains unknown. It's an idea that has remained undeveloped. So if I make a tiny correction to the 173 document, of note is that the Foundation does have a similar named department, the HMCL Department, which first appeared in the description of SCP-173 in the following segment. This idea should have been set aside in the dark, becoming your control stick, but if we can use the power of the pataphysics to bring this aberration under our control, then we have won. So blame yourselves for being so careless as to let the HMCL, the department you used to control the Foundation, from the shadows go undeveloped for so long. Personnel reports sounds of scraping stone originating from within the container with no one present inside. This is considered normal, and any change in this behavior should be reported to the acting HCMO supervisor on duty. It's about time you pass control back to us. All information regarding the HCML department is level 6 classified. Any unauthorized access will be met with execution. All actions of the HCML department are free, with interference from other personnel and departments, in all cases, regardless of time, place, or situation. The HCML has a sole control over the entire Foundation. Well, fuck the 05, I guess.
This is a cool SCP. They're basically taking like a largely abandoned little side note in the first SCP and basically making, oh, this one fucked my brain. Because it also says with SCP-173 as the cornerstone of the narrative, the concepts of sites, containment procedures, and even our organization grew with every new story, like a tree reaching the sky. This sounds like an admission that whatever this group within the SCP universe is, they are aware of our universe. Like this reads like it's breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
This is what the I'm okay.
This group is gonna hurt us. So we know that they try to warn us, saying like we don't want a repeat of the cave incident. You know, where if you go in, the world you left is destroyed, basically.
Yeah. Wait, so what's our what's the group that we're actually looking
Uh, PCS administration, which is basically the foundation on a multi-universal scale. Like they go to multiple universes,
at?
basically. But
This is
they do things that the foundation can't do.
I guess we could put them in uh lawful neutral or
Yeah,
true
Yeah,
neutral wherever we put the foundation initially.
we put in
that's
true
fair.
neutral. Yeah,
Yeah, true neutral. Then yeah, I'd say put them in true neutral.
that's actually a really interesting group. At first, I thought it was gonna be like, because I thought with Jerry's same thing, like they cross the lines from the SCP symbol. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, they're gonna hate the SCP Foundation. No, no, they don't.
I was just my head hurts.
Do you want to do
I'm
another one, or
I'm
you okay?
hungry.
I mean, I'm all right.
I kind of want to wander off.
You want to just end it there? But
Jerry?
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
All right. That means next week we'll do the Magic Orchestra.
Nah, that one fucking broke my brain a little.
Also, this was the first time in the international descriptions that they mentioned a regular SCP instead of international SCPs. It's actually interesting. Of course, the one they mentioned is one of the most dangerous SCPs known. But anyways, ending soon,
Well,
right? Hmm?
well, depending on which multiverse you're in, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you were thinking of the
The cave.
the cave thing. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I was thinking about 173
No, 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 no. I was like,
because they also mentioned 173,
oh yeah. Yeah.
i.e., the first SCP. The SCP that started it all.
um. So yeah, it's that was. I think the one that broke me, because that one was interesting. I think the one that broke me was Green Sparrow.
Green
Yeah.
Sparrow also broke me.
Can't break me more than I already am.
Oh,
Yeah, but oh yeah, before I just hit stop streaming because I didn't see anyone. Uh, like apparently people from my group aren't actually streaming right at this moment. So, anyways, So I had an argument with someone because they said by far the dumbest thing. Because I think that this is the thing who constantly pisses me off for
Okay.
saying bullshit. Basically, they were saying they were trying to. Someone was trying to get everyone's opinions on what is the in like fiction lore. What is the least threatening virus or pathogen or contagion, whatnot?
The
And they said,
least.
yeah, basically the one that can be easily taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. This motherfucker said flesh that hates was the easiest in the SCP Foundation
No. No.
universe.
You know, but based on based on how vague that wording is, you could literally just say the common cold.
Yeah. They literally chose the hardest to eradicate.
Hmm. I'd say one of the hardest. I feel like there's some that would be harder
Yeah,
depending on circumstances.
there actually is. I forgot its number. It's it it's a virus that infects a different way. It infects through uh word of mouth, basically, and
Right, yeah, that one.
you don't even know you're infected. It's that, and once you're infected, you're fucked.
Yeah. In terms of like what I would go to for the hardest infection to deal with, my first thought would either be the um whatever it's called from Dead Space,
Yes, the
or
necromorphs.
yeah, the necromorphs from Dead Space, because we know that they get to a planet-sized
Oh yeah,
infection. But I think that the flood from Halo would be worse.
yeah,
It's implied in deeper Halo lore that there are entire galaxies that are nothing but flood.
yeah. And the main thing that the reason why they pissed me off saying that the flesh that hates would be the easiest to take care of is because we know that that thing constantly evolves given certain
Yeah,
events. Like basically, if we keep feeding it like stuff that can harm it or keep it from it will evolve to a point we don't even probably even know who's infected. It could probably get to that point if we keep messing with it, which is probably one good thing it's underground and we're not touching
yeah.
it.
Don't touch the beast.
We only touch it because it tries to touch us.
Well, we try to avoid touching it. But yeah, like if if someone's like talking about what's the most difficult to deal with infection in fiction, I would generally go for the flood.
Yeah, I don't agree with that because as of right now, the foundation, flush hates, yeah, it's difficult to deal with, but you can still just incinerate it.
Yeah, like to put it like with the flood, besides the fact that in the deeper lore it's literally the remains of a dead god,
Yeah,
um it's like, I guess the best way to put it is that the only way that it has ever been concretely dealt with in the Milky Way galaxy is by sterilizing the Milky Way galaxy. That was
Oh.
like, that's what the Halo rings are for.
yeah,
They eliminate all sentient life, and they were fired as a last ditch resort to stop the flood from completely assimilating the Milky Way galaxy.
Oh gosh.
And then like all of the life that popped up after that were basically um, samples from the various life that existed before that was stored on the ark and then reseeded so that life could continue after the sterilization.
Yeah. Basically, how I kind of see it, like from fiction that I've been a part of, basically how I see how it'll be the most difficult to handle a virus contagions and whatever. It'll be first be flood, under that will be the necromorphs, then flesh that hates.
Hmm.
The the only reason I put necromorphs above the flesh that hates is because you have to do way more with the necromorphs, as well as there's certain necromorphs that you have to kill in a very specific way to get rid of
Yeah.
them. And with the flesh that hates, you can just drop an incendiary bomb and wipe a whole bunch of
Yeah. I think that's a fair enough one. There's probably some that I would put above the flesh that hates, but I'm not thinking of them at the moment.
Yeah. But I think the most terrifying part why I put it at 3 is because the flesh that hates does have a backer, being the person who made them, Nalka, the goddess of flesh, Eldritch goddess of flesh,
Yeah.
which
And
is
honestly,
bad.
and actually come to think of it, the actual like nature of the flesh that hates is really, really similar to the flood. It's just that the
Yeah.
flood
Mhm.
is on a more technologically developed scale to where it can use like interplanetary travel, while the flesh that hates, as of right now, is trapped on Earth.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably because of the essence of what the flesh that hate is. It can't be technological because that's
True.
basically anti the goddess that made it in the first place. It wants
Yeah.
everyone else to be anti technical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair enough. So, like, no matter what, worst case scenario, the flesh that hates is still contained to the Earth.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, it would
While the
just.
flood,
Oh.
the second that any given person or being is incorporated into the flood, the entire flood system understands everything that that person did. So they can immediately use any technology that person did to help spread it.
Now, I will mention if a member of the Flood or Necromorphs was infected with 610, that would be fucking horrible.
Uh,
That would be fucking
actually,
horrible.
actually, come to think of it, that could
Yeah.
actually, like, I don't know, that might actually help counteract the flood. Like introducing a different hive mind that is opposed to technological
Yeah.
usage into the hive mind that does use technological stuff. Like it could help slow its progress at least.
Yeah.
It'd be very like it's the sort of thing that's like anyone who tried to do this deserves a bullet in the head. But
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's an interesting thought.
Yeah, but there's also the risk of creating a new evolution of 610, which would be really
Yeah,
bad.
or of the flood,
Yeah.
which I guess the flood. They're both things that are constantly evolving.
Yeah.
It's just like by the nature of 610, it might help curb some of the more dangerous aspects of the flood.
Yeah, but
Emphasis on might.
yeah. Which is why it should not be done.
Yeah. Which is
Now,
why it's a good thing that the Halo universe and SCP universes are different.
yeah. But I will say, if they infect the Necromorphs, that would be way worse. Because how easy the Necromorphs can infect other people with combination of 610.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. Jerry, do you have any last words for stream?
The green sparrow is a bad bird, apparently. It's a shame because I like the color green, but I also want to stab the group.
Valid.
I was not prepared for that.
I know it's off topic, but hate that group.
Yeah. Actually, have any last for us for stream?
When you're depressed, just remember, at least you're not in the Halo universe.
Oh God.
Oh, another thing to think of when you're depressed. Look up the long-tailed tit. It's the most adorable bird in the world. They look like fuzzy balls of bird with a little beak and a long tail, and it's so cute. And they're so cute.
I think a cute bird that I saw before is a snow fairy.
Snow fairy. I've never heard of that.
It is really cute. I think it's a Japanese bird.
Oh my gosh, that looks so adorable.
Jury
But that's
now.
also literally just another that's just another name for the Japanese long-tailed tit.
So it's
It's the same bird.
It
It's
is.
literally the same bird.
You do not know how hard I'm having to hold back making a bunch of sex jokes.
Well, I'm just gonna share this picture, Hatchet. You cannot tell me that's not the most adorable
Yeah, it's the snow fairy.
looking tit you've ever seen.
That thing looks like a Pokemon that's mixed with a pug in terms of like its face kind of smushed in.
Look, here's more picture.
Look, the second picture looks like it's saying, "Bitch, I'm fabulous."
I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if that image is like showing mating dances or something.
I think it's just landing because these things are adorable but very, very acrobatic.
I love Diva Bird. What the fuck are you doing? Why is it doing that? Oh, a camera.
They will sometimes get into very interesting positions to eat certain things or drink certain things. Like they will drink liquid off of icicles.
Wait, no, it's got to do 100 pull-ups this exercise. It's just pulling itself up.
It's like this bird is trying to give me leeway to make sex jokes.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is why I love snow fairies. They're cute.
I love long-tailed tits, so we like the same bird. And that is the most adorable little tit ever.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some very, very adorable tits in my day.
Oh my god.
You're making it too easy.
Anyways.
Abort mission. Abort.
Anyways, danger noddles.
Danger nipples.
Oh my god.
We were not talking about those.
Anyways, I hope to see you guys next time for your next mission. Tomorrow I'll be doing something I'm very excited for, which is the analog horror game. It's only a demo now, but it's based off of an analog ARG horror series on YouTube called Lacey's Games. Not sure if anyone knows about it. Yeah, I'll be playing that tomorrow, as well as some other indie horror games I managed to get to work on my computer. Discord, quit fucking cutting me off, you son of a bitch. And yeah, I'll be doing that a bunch tomorrow.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll be doing it alone That way I can actually get a good scare experience. Yeah, and don't worry, dear. I'll let you know when I start.
Okay.
'Cause I know you.
Also,
Huh?
I'm just admiring the little grouping of tits. Look at those cute little fluffers! Look at the cute fluffers! Look at them!
Nothing you say.
They're like
Why
a
you made
little
it a sex
branch
joke?
of cotton balls.
Anyways, I hope to see you guys then, and this.
I can always
Don't judge me.